In the uncharted jungle, Mowgli, Baloo, and Bagheera venture through the dense, unfamiliar terrain. Sunlight filters through the canopy, casting shadows as Mowgli confidently leads. Baloo playfully swats at hanging vines, carefree in the face of the unknown. Bagheera's alertness never wavers, his eyes constantly scanning for danger. They halt before a massive ravine, its depths shrouded in mist. A formidable challenge. Mowgli declares, "I have a plan to cross it," his confidence unwavering. Mowgli, Baloo, and Bagheera venture into the vine-covered ruins of a lost civilization, where the air is thick with mystery. Bagheera's warning echoes through the silent ruins. "We need to be careful. This place is not what it seems." Strange symbols adorn the ancient walls, hinting at forgotten stories and long-lost secrets. A formidable guardian emerges, its eyes glowing with menacing intent, ready to defend its territory. Under the moonlit canopy, Mowgli, Baloo, and Bagheera stand shoulder to shoulder, their eyes sharp as they confront a lurking presence. Mowgli's gaze sharpens, a plan igniting in his mind, as he recalls lessons of stealth and resourcefulness. With a subtle nod, they unify, moving as one to confuse the circling creature with practiced ease. Vines transform into snares. Trees become shields as they turn the jungle against their unseen foe. Spotting a vulnerable point, Mowgli seizes the moment, his actions precise and decisive. With a triumphant tug, Mowgli springs the trap. Baloo sighs in relief. "That was a close one, little buddy. Remind me to stick to honey trees next time." Mowgli practices his hunting skills with Bagheera. Bagheera patiently instructs Mowgli on stealth and precision, while Baloo watches from a distance, offering comical advice. Mowgli struggles at first, but his determination shines through. Bagheera says, "Patience, little one. The jungle rewards those who are patient." Baloo chimes in, "And those who can nap in the sun." Mowgli encounters a group of playful monkeys led by a mischievous young monkey named Mika. Mika and her troop challenge Mowgli to a race through the trees. Mowgli accepts, showcasing his agility and knowledge of the jungle terrain. During the race, they stumble upon a hidden grove, revealing a new, unexplored part of the jungle. Mika says, "Not bad, man cub, but can you keep up with Mika?" Mowgli, Baloo, and Bagheera seek shelter from a storm in ancient ruins deep within the jungle. As they explore, they discover cryptic carvings that hint at a forgotten civilization. Suddenly, they are confronted by a mysterious new predator, a sleek and cunning panther named Shira, who claims the ruins as her territory. Shira hisses, "This is my domain now. Leave or face the consequences." In the village outskirts, Mowgli hones his hunting skills with a wooden spear, a testament to his wild upbringing. Rao watches, a mixture of pride and concern etched on his face as he observes Mowgli's animalistic movements. Village children peer from afar, their expressions a mix of curiosity and suspicion towards the boy raised by wolves. Rao calls out, "You're getting stronger, Mowgli, but remember to be mindful of our ways." Mowgli pauses, spear in hand, contemplating Rao's words about balancing his wild instincts with human customs. Mowgli nods silently, acknowledging Rao's guidance as he prepares to resume his training. Under the dim glow of an oil lamp, the village council hut buzzes with palpable tension, shadows dancing across worried faces. Vijay's booming voice shatters the tense silence, his fiery gaze sweeping across the gathered villagers. Caught between two worlds, Mowgli stands silently at the edge, his expression a poignant mix of sadness and resolve. Accusations fly as Vijay's voice echoes, "He is a jungle spy. Mowgli must be banished." Rao stands firm, his voice cutting through the rising animosity. "Enough, Vijay. Mowgli is one of us. He has done nothing wrong." Mowgli knows the true danger is not a tiger, but a pack of jackals, driven to desperation by the encroaching world of humans. Mowgli arrives at the familiar meeting spot, where the jungle pulses with the sounds of the night. The villagers are living in fear, and the jackals, they're desperate. Mowgli warns. Baloo dismisses the human's plight. Humans? Always trouble. Let 'em sort it out themselves. Bagheera intervenes, stressing the need for balance. Mowgli, we must find a solution that protects both the village and the jungle. This cannot continue. Mowgli proposes a daring plan. I have a plan. I'll lead the jackals away from the village, guide them to a new territory, one that's uninhabited. Despite Bagheera's concerns, Mowgli resolves. I am the only one who can walk between these worlds. I must try. Mowgli, a whirlwind of youthful energy, soars through the jungle canopy. Baloo ambles below, his deep voice echoing through the dense foliage. Bagheera, a silent guardian, surveys the scene from his perch. Baloo's cheerful voice rings out. The bare necessities, Mowgli, the bare necessities. That's all you need. A palpable tension grips Council Rock as wolves, monkeys, and deer encircle, their eyes gleaming in the torchlight's dance. Akela, weathered by time, struggles atop the rock, his aging presence barely holding sway over the simmering unrest. A young monkey's shrill challenges shatter the fragile peace, his wild gestures igniting the threat of open conflict. Mowgli, perched beside Bagheera, watches with a furrowed brow as Akela declares, "We must find a way to share, or the jungle will turn on itself." Dawn breaks through the bamboo, illuminating Mowgli and Bagheera as they journey deeper into the forest. They arrive at a clearing where Hathi, the wise old elephant, awaits. Mowgli steps forward, his voice clear as he outlines a plan for sharing resources. Skepticism clouds the faces of the animals, a fragile truce hanging by a thread. Hathi listens intently, his wrinkled face a mask of ancient wisdom. The jungle listens to those who speak with wisdom and compassion, little one, Hathi proclaims. The jungle watering hole has become a muddy pit, a stark testament to the relentless drought. Desperate animals jostle and snap, their gaunt frames betraying their struggle for survival. Mowgli, Baloo, and Bagheera stand at the clearing's edge, their faces reflecting the grim reality of the drought. Mowgli points towards a young deer, its trembling legs struggling to reach the last meager drops. Baloo's concern deepens as he acknowledges, "This drought is hitting everyone hard, little cub. Even us." Bagheera adds gravely, "The dry season is always harsh, but this is different. The rains are late." Sunlight filters through the dense jungle canopy, revealing a hidden spring, untouched and pure. Mowgli parts the foliage, his eyes widening at the sight of the abundant water. A grin crosses Mowgli's face, quickly shadowed by concern as the weight of responsibility settles upon him. He remembers Akela's words. The jungle provides for all, but respect must be earned. Torn between loyalty and compassion, Mowgli whispers, "If I tell the pack, they'll be safe, but what about the others? What would Akela do?" Under the cold gaze of the moon, gaunt wolves encircle Akela at Council Rock, shadows stretching like grasping claws. Mowgli stands apart, brow furrowed, as Akela asks, "Mowgli, have you found anything?" Mowgli reveals his discovery. "I found a spring, Akela, but it's not enough for everyone. We could keep it secret and survive, but..." Shere Khan's voice cuts through the night. "Survival is all that matters, man-cub. The weak perish. It is the law." Mowgli soars through the jungle canopy, a vibrant flash of youthful energy against the emerald foliage. Baloo ambles playfully through the undergrowth, his jovial grin mirroring the warmth of the sun-drenched clearing ahead. Bagheera sits patiently in the clearing, his sleek black fur gleaming under the dappled sunlight. Baloo's voice echoes through the jungle. "Remember, little brother, the jungle provides, but you must respect it." Mowgli ventures into the dense jungle, a realm unknown to him. Ancient ruins emerge, reclaimed by the relentless vines of the jungle. Driven by curiosity, Mowgli cautiously steps into the forgotten ruins. Strange markings and carvings whisper tales of a lost civilization. A low growl reverberates from the shadows, disrupting the silence. Kala's voice echoes in Mowgli's mind. Some places are best left undisturbed. Under the cloak of night, Mowgli, Baloo, and Bagheera converge at the riverbank, an unspoken tension hanging heavy in the air. The river flows, its waters murky and tainted, a stark reflection of the jungle's silent suffering. From the shadows, Tabaki emerges, leading a pack of jackals, their eyes gleaming with malicious intent. Mowgli steps forward, his voice ringing with defiance. "We will not let you destroy our jungle." The air crackles with anticipation as the confrontation looms, the fate of the jungle hanging in the balance. At the village edge, Mowgli struggles with farming, his wild instincts at odds with the patient work. His movements are too swift, too powerful, disrupting the quiet rhythm of the village. The elder sighs, his words a gentle rebuke. "Mowgli, you have the strength of a bear, but the patience of a monkey." Dirt collapses, a small avalanche mirroring the chaos within Mowgli. Mowgli's gaze drifts towards the jungle, his eyes reflecting a longing for the untamed wilderness. Inside the village hut, Mowgli sits, enveloped by the warmth of his human family, their faces illuminated by the flickering lamplight. Their hushed voices fill the small hut, weaving tales of savage beasts and lurking dangers that haunt the jungle's shadows. Mowgli listens, a growing unease stirring within him as their fearful words clash with his own cherished memories of the wild. The sounds of the jungle echo in Mowgli's mind, a symphony of freedom and friendship starkly contrasting with the fear-filled narratives. Unable to reconcile his family's perception with his own deep affection for the jungle, Mowgli rises abruptly. With a polite yet firm tone, Mowgli interrupts the storytelling. "Excuse me." In the heart of the jungle, sunlight filters through the canopy, revealing Mowgli standing between Baloo and Bagheera. Baloo shifts, his massive form radiating concern for Mowgli's safety. Bagheera's eyes gleam with urgency, emphasizing the gravity of the impending danger. Baloo warns, "Little brother, this tiger is different. He doesn't just hunt, he destroys." In the heart of the village clearing, Mowgli displays his hunting skills, his movements a dance between human training and wild instinct. Mowgli's conflicted heart whispers, "I don't know where I belong. I don't fully fit in here." Rajan's playful jab echoes through the clearing. "Still got those jungle ways, eh, Mowgli?" From a distance, Mesua watches, her face a canvas of worry, as she observes Mowgli's struggle. Mesua's advice hangs in the air. "You are one of us, Mowgli, but you must also honor where you came from." Mowgli arrives at the familiar jungle meeting spot, where Baloo relaxes and Bagheera watches from above. Mowgli's face shows his confusion about belonging in the village, sharing with his friends his innermost thoughts. Baloo tries to cheer him up, but Bagheera sees Mowgli's deeper worries. Hathi bursts in, trunk raised, announcing, "They are unlike any we have faced before, cruel and without mercy." A raucous celebration unfolds in the poachers' camp, the firelight dancing across the faces of Kruger and his men as they revel in their spoils. Kruger bellows, "Tonight we celebrate. The jungle's riches are ours for the taking." Kruger's ambition swells as he proclaims, "And soon we'll have the greatest prize of all, Shere Khan himself." From the jungle's edge, Mowgli, Baloo, and Bagheera watch with grim determination, their eyes fixed on the scene before them. Mowgli's youthful resolve hardens as he declares, "We have to stop them, for the jungle and for Shere Khan." Mowgli, now a young teenager, sits high in the jungle canopy, lost in concentration as he carves a wooden figure. Baloo's shadow looms as he approaches the tree, his concern a stark contrast to the peaceful surroundings. Baloo's voice breaks the silence. "Mowgli, what are you doing with those human things?" Mowgli pauses, his gaze distant as he replies, "I remember more and more, Baloo, things from before the jungle." In the heart of Bagheera's cave, a torch casts eerie shadows on a map etched into the earth. Bagheera's voice resonates with concern. "These humans, they are cutting down the trees near the river. The deer are fleeing." Mowgli, with determination, proposes a daring plan. "There's a narrow pass there. If we can create a landslide, we can block their path." Bagheera acknowledges the risk, yet underscores their duty. "It's risky, Mowgli, but we must protect the jungle." In the heart of the jungle pass, Mowgli, Baloo, Bagheera, and a pack of wolves unite, their collaboration poised to unleash a cataclysmic landslide. Mowgli, leveraging his understanding of human instruments, strategically undermines the cliff face's supports, setting the stage for nature's raw power to erupt. The earth trembles violently as a cascade of rocks plunges down, effectively sealing off the pass and halting the invaders' relentless march. Loggers shout in frustration, their advance thwarted by the overwhelming force of nature's sudden barricade. Mowgli watches the chaos unfold, his face etched with a complex blend of resolve and sorrow, understanding that this victory is but a fleeting pause in the larger conflict. The jungle's symphony swells, a triumphant echo reverberating through the trees, yet shadowed by the stark reality of the battles yet to come. At the village edge, Mowgli stands, torn between two worlds. Dressed in human clothes, Mowgli's movements reflect the wild. Village children call, their voices a stark contrast to the jungle's allure. Mowgli remains distant, the jungle's sounds and sights holding him captive. He is neither fully human nor fully animal, caught in a silent struggle. Bird calls and monkey chatter fill the air, beckoning Mowgli deeper into the wild. Inside the dimly lit hut, Mowgli sits restlessly, his brow furrowed as his human parents attempt to bridge the gap between two worlds. His adoptive mother watches him with concern, a silent fear that he will never truly belong weighing heavily on her face. Mother speaks softly, her words laced with a hint of resignation. "You will never truly integrate into our society." Mowgli's heart tugs in two directions as he confesses, "I love you both, but the jungle, it's a part of me." His voice laced with longing, Mowgli's eyes reflect memories of his wild companions. "I can't just forget them." Baloo, Bagheera, in the heart of the jungle, Mowgli stands, bathed in dappled sunlight, with Baloo lumbering beside him and Bagheera watching intently. Baloo warns, "These rogue dholes, led by Kanjar, are a serious threat, little cub. They are tearing apart the jungle, and I am worried about your divided attention. Are you truly committed to the jungle?" Bagheera interjects, "Baloo, Mowgli has a unique gift. He understands both humans and animals. He can bridge the gap between us." Mowgli declares with resolve, "I am torn, but I will find a way to protect you all from Kanjar's aggression. I will find a way to protect you all." Mowgli revels in the cool embrace of the jungle waterfall, his laughter echoing through the lush foliage. Baloo, with playful clumsiness, swipes at the water, hoping to snatch a fish for a midday feast. Bagheera observes the joyful scene, a knowing smile hinting at the deep bond he shares with Mowgli. Sunlight dances through the canopy, painting the jungle in hues of emerald and gold, a sanctuary untouched by time. In a moment of pure, unbridled joy, Mowgli declares, "This is the best place in the world." The harmonious sounds of the jungle blend with the rush of the waterfall, a symphony of nature celebrating Mowgli's belonging. Mowgli, Bagheera, and Baloo arrive at a scene of devastation, where the jungle floor lies bare and scarred. Mowgli, seeing the destruction, asks in disbelief, "What happened here?" Bagheera explains, his tone heavy with sorrow. "Humans are taking the jungle's resources, disrupting the balance of nature." Kruger barks orders at his men, heedless of the destruction around him. The loggers continue their work, felling trees and scarring the earth, indifferent to the havoc they wreak. Beneath the harsh glare of floodlights, Mowgli, a shadow among shadows, infiltrates the logging camp, his face a mask of grim resolve. The air vibrates with the revelry of Kruger and his men, their laughter a stark counterpoint to the devastation they unleash upon the ancient forest. His gaze settles upon a map, its markings revealing the next target. A sacred grove, the jungle's heart, now marked for annihilation. A fire of defiance ignites within Mowgli, his eyes blazing with the fierce determination to protect his home. This ends now. With the stealth of a jungle spirit, Mowgli begins to weave a web of traps, his movements a whirlwind of focused energy, promising retribution. Amidst the bustle of the village clearing, Mowgli lends a hand, yet his spirit wanders, drawn by an unseen call. Children laugh and play, their innocent games, a stark contrast to Mowgli's quiet yearning. He glances towards the jungle, longing filling his eyes. The sounds of the jungle echo in the distance, a siren song calling to Mowgli. He stands isolated, a figure caught between two worlds, never fully at home in either. In the dim light of a village hut, Mowgli sits awkwardly, struggling to fit into his human family's world. He fumbles with the unfamiliar utensils, grains of rice spilling onto the mat. His brow furrows as he attempts to repeat a simple phrase, the words catching in his throat. His mother watches him with concern, her eyes filled with a mixture of love and pity as she asks, "Are you all right, Mowgli? You seem troubled." Mowgli replies softly, I don't know. It's just hard. I don't understand." In the heart of the jungle, sunlight dapples through the dense canopy, casting an ethereal glow upon a familiar clearing where shadows of unease gather. Mowgli stands, his young face etched with concern as Baloo and Bagheera share grim news. The air hangs heavy with foreboding as they reveal a new threat. A pack of rogue wolves led by the ruthless Kaa. Bagheera's voice resonates with urgency. "The jungle is in danger, little brother. You must choose where your heart truly lies." Torn between two worlds, Mowgli grapples with his loyalty to his human family and his duty to protect his jungle friends.